Remember this woman, Victoria Everest?
I think you shouldn't go past 31 doing the toxic stuff. Yeah, because it's too much energy invested out.
That's what the therapist was saying yesterday. It was like, is it not exhausting? Yeah. And I'm like, it's not though.
So you're gonna live. You've done for 5 years hurting men. You enjoy it, and you're gonna keep going. But the energy that you're putting into that, you could triple your income. You could be doing other things. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. Two, in all reality, you're killing yourself with a fake rape charge. I'll tell you what, you're gonna have to put in energy to get a fake rape charge across. But if it doesn't go according to plan, it will bounce back on you, and it'll be obviously they will have medical.
I've done all this. There's evidence. I've given him a clothes. He banged me with. Like we had sex, and he's denying that he was even there.
How can you do that if you got arrested in your house?
No, so one was for an occasion where he left.
Yeah.
The other time he was there, but he claimed that we didn't have sex, but there was evidence to say that we have.
Alright, cool. You can.
I don't care. I want to take him to the cleaners, babe.
Yeah, but this is what I thought about. This is what I was thinking. I thought about him.
And you know I hate him because he's so much like me, and it annoys me.
But Victoria, listen to me carefully, yeah? Your skill is that you can detect a victim you want and rate them. That's what you do. You enjoy doing it. Rape charge doesn't mean you've got a victim involved.
No, it doesn't.
It just means
I've just got one over. That's all.
Yeah, but it means you got desperate that you weren't able to hurt him. You pulled a fake rape. You know what I'm saying? So
that's still gonna hurt him. He hates that. And the thing is, he's gonna go out continuing to fuck up girls' lives. Yeah. With an assault charge and a rape charge, he'll think twice about what he does next time when he meets the next girl.
Yeah, fair enough.
Think
but
twice
it's
about
a fake rape charge. So what do you want from that?
He lies for a living. Let him have a taste of his own medicine. That's all. Let him continue lying for a living. That's what he does. He spins stories and sells dreams for a living. End of. So when a story spun on him, let him swallow that pill.
Vile, isn't it? Evil even. I'm not gonna lie, that was hard to watch. For a woman to admit that she enjoys falsely accusing men of grape is not only evil, it's scary. And modern liberal men should be scared. When I say modern liberal men, guys, I'm talking about non-religious men, okay? Men who believe in Friday nights, one-night stands, abortions, not getting married, etc. Those type of men. But it does beg the question, what were these men doing with a woman like that in the first place? Are you telling me, as toxic as this woman is, you guys couldn't tell the signs? But that's another story. Today I'm reacting to Victoria Everest's latest interview. Do you know how there's always two sides to a story? Well, this is one of those stories that there's only one side to the story. The mentality that this woman has is not only dangerous to men, it's dangerous to society as a whole. Look, I'm just going to say it. Victimhood mentality, which comes from victimhood ideologies like liberalism and feminism, are literally destroying men and women in the West. If I was to summarize this interview, I would say she's basically saying she's the victim. It's not really her fault. All the bad that she did was really just a reaction to all of the bad things that men that she got involved with romantically put her through. It's the men in her life that are really the ones to blame. Also, she lies and contradicts herself a lot. But do you know what's crazy about modern men today? Given how thirsty they are for sex, someone out there is going to believe her. When it comes to her background is today's typical British African, British Caribbean background. In other words, fatherless. In her case, her father was from Africa, Kenya, I think, I might be wrong, and mother was from Turkey. But the father left when she was 12.
My mum's Turkish, my father's Nigerian. I was born and raised in London. My relationship with my father was a very interesting one. I was his princess. I had a very, very close relationship with him growing up until the age of 12, when he then moved to South Africa to pursue his business and his career. And at that point, things really changed for me, going into my teenage years, not having my father present. I would see him once or twice a year, but he didn't play an active role in my life at all, kind of going into early teenagehood, adolescence.
You know how it goes, no biological father at home, so naturally an abusive household is what comes next. Her mother go with a Turkish man who beat her up and abused her. By the way, if you don't know, the Quran allows men to beat up their wives. And as it happens far too often, no biological father at home, so she turned to gangs.
And within a few months of meeting this individual, he was a Turkish man, she fell pregnant. They decided they were going to get married and have a child. So essentially, at the age of 12, my mum had decided to start a new family. I witnessed the most horrific acts of domestic violence. I'm talking, my mum was regularly beaten black and blue from the ages of 12 to 16. So from year 7, to year 11, I went to 6 different secondary schools. I was expelled 3 times. I'd got myself involved with, a gang of criminals. And I know a lot of people can relate in Turkish cultures, especially Turkish, Arabic, any kind of ethnic culture, to be beaten by your husband is normalized.
Naturally, because of an unbalanced, damaged childhood, when she got older in her 20s, she kept getting involved in abusive relationships. But the narrative that she's trying to paint is always that she's the innocent one and the men are the abusive ones.
When I hit 26, 27, that I kept finding myself in relationships with abusive men.
So her story is a typical story. But I want you to pay attention to something here. She thinks she's being slick, but she's not. She's being manipulative. Even though her story is the typical British African, typical British Caribbean story, I have noticed that she's using the fatherless abusive stepdad stories to justify why she was falsely accusing men of Grape and sending them to prison. That's what she's doing. And to be honest, that's what a lot of people do these days. The reason why I did X, Y, and Z is because I went through ABC. It's a way of avoiding accountability. She's basically saying that because of what she went through, what she did isn't her fault. As if she wasn't all there cognitively. As if she was not in control of her actions, in control of her mental faculties. She wasn't in control of herself. And this is a lie. Because on the viral video where she's admitting to manufacturing a fake Grape charge, she says, and I quote, "Do you know why I hate him? Because he's so much like me." This proves that she's very much aware of who she is as a person and very much able to self-analyze herself.
I hate him because I hate him because he's so much like me. It annoys me.
She also lies and contradicts herself a lot. She lied about how old the video was. She lied about him not being arrested when he was. I suggest you go and watch the interview with Gucci Walker, the guy who secretly filmed her. He exposes her even further. I'll leave the link in the description box.
And just to set the record straight, that video was filmed almost 10 years ago. The person who I was speaking about in that video wasn't arrested and wasn't prosecuted.
I'm so sorry. I'm just going to cut you because you said the person in the video that you were referring to was not prosecuted, was not arrested, was not charged.
Absolutely not. He wasn't, he wasn't charged. He didn't go to jail. And
the man that released the video, Gucci Walker, I believe, right? Am I correct?
Correct.
Yeah? He released a statement saying that his friend, the reason why he made the video was because his friend was charged with a false rape case. Yeah? And at the hands of you planned it. You had the man in your house where you both had intercourse and then the police caught him there. So he was going to jail. He couldn't bust case on this particular matter because he was found in your house. But you're saying that that didn't happen.
No, so he did get arrested.
There's no point banging on about how bad she is as a person. It's obvious, we can see it. Even she sees it herself. What I really want to talk about is this victim mentality business. Why? Because that's her defense. That's the narrative that she was ultimately pushing in the interview. And this is the narrative that I see a lot of people in our society today pushing. This narrative that she was somehow not in control of herself because she was in a broken state. Whatever that means.
When I look back and reflect, I think, okay, I definitely was in a really broken state.
The reason why I want to focus on this victim mentality business is because that's all I see in society today. from both men and women. It's always someone's fault, never them. A woman can be caught on camera saying, I hate men, I set men up, I falsely accuse men of grape. A woman can be caught saying all of this in 4K, but guess what? It's not her fault. It was the trauma that did it. The broken place that she was in was responsible for it. It was all the abusive men that just magically appeared in her house and in her bedroom. It's never their fault. I don't even think it will make a difference if the police catches a person in the act anymore. People nowadays will just find a way of blaming someone else or something else. Men will pretend they didn't see the signs when they first start dating a woman. I didn't know she was like that. Really, bro? You didn't know that she could get loud, had an attitude, dressed a bit too revealing, was a single baby mother, liked going clubbing, was all over social media, liked posting inappropriate pictures of herself online? Nah, you didn't know any of that, bro? No person, family, community, nation can grow if what they believe in isn't rooted in accountability. And I mean real accountability. Not half-truths, not excuses, not long explanations, not my upbringing. I'm talking about real accountability. What does this mean for men going forward? Start vetting the women you get involved with. Stop having casual relationships. Get married. A man is more likely to vet a woman more if he's trying to get married to her than if he's just trying to have sex with her. Stop having sex outside of marriage. Victoria Everest is a predator because she understands that men nowadays are lustful, that she can use her sexuality to trap them. So what's the solution? Turn back to Jesus Christ, men. Only our Lord Jesus Christ can help you with accountability. Only Christ will teach you how to vet a woman properly and so much more. Only Jesus Christ can save you. I'm talking to men in particular because we are the leaders. The reason why things are getting worse is because men keep putting their faith in lustful and hedonistic pursuits rather than truth, reality, and Christ. And as the leaders of families and society, if men don't change, women will not change. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy the reaction. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time, all right? Peace.